What's up, y'all? It's TruthTiger, and I'm here to tell y'all that you're not just tired, you're healing. And as part of the healing process, you gotta rest. It's part of it. You know, that's why when you go to the hospital for something, it's like you need bed rest. It's the same kind of thing with us, with all the crap we've been through, dealing with narcissists, dealing with whatever, just fake people, drama, just having to deal with the world too. You know, you got to work a job, you got to keep your house clean. You know, for me, I go to the gym, I got to do that, and it's exhausting to even making these videos. It's exhausting to keep up on all the stuff that we do. And on top of that, we have all this healing going on. We're dealing with unresolved trauma in our hearts. We're dealing with gaslighting in our minds. And it's heavy. It's heavy and it's exhausting, and it will take your energy away. It will, but I'm telling y'all, don't worry about being tired. Don't worry about it, because it means you're healing. Just slow down for a little bit and do the things you got to do. You don't have to be like moving so fast. You don't have to be running from one thing to the next. I know with me, my mind wants to do all this stuff. My mind wants to do that. My mind wants to do this. But my guts, my heart, it can only handle so much. You know, it's like we got to repair. We got to heal first. We got to get our energy back. Then we can do all this stuff. Because I'll run into blockages. You know, I ran on the treadmill the other week, and like my knuckles are all sore now. I'm like, how did I run on the treadmill and my knuckles got all sore? So there's some kind of something demonic going on, and we're pushing these bad spirits out of us, these bad thought patterns. There's some stuff like that going on, and we're gonna run into these blockages because we're leaving the pit of hell. You know, we're leaving Satan's kingdom and going into the kingdom of God. But it's an exhausting process. There's a lot of just stuff we have to overcome. I used to have stomach aches like all the time. My stomach would hurt really bad. I could barely eat. Now that's pretty much gone. I can eat really pretty well. My stomach does not hurt that much as it used to. And it's like, hey, but I had to take the time to heal. I had to take the time to heal. And there's so many repressed emotions, so much repressed anger, so much repressed fear, repressed shame. We have so much stuff which we have repressed and we have held back inside of us. And we got to let that heal. We got to work through that. We have to cut that stuff off and cut that stuff out and take that stuff out of our heart. We do. And it's not just like a snap your fingers process. It's tiring. It is. And I'm telling you guys, like, if you have burnout, if you're all burnt out, you're so much more likely to engage in bad habits, eat bad food, you know, whatever, drink, smoke, whatever your bad habits are. You're so much more likely to seek that stuff if you're burnt out, because your energy is just not right. And then you're like, well, I got to do this stuff to get myself right. I have to do this stuff to get myself good, because I don't feel good just normally. I don't. You know, it's like our normal is like kind of like not good, you know, because of all the trauma we've been through, all the gaslighting, all the manipulation, all the bull crap. So we have to get ourselves back to good, back to normal, back to regular, and it's going to take a lot of rest. It's going to take a lot of chilling. It's going to take a lot of relaxing. And the thing about me is, I didn't really know how to chill. I didn't know how to relax. I didn't know how to rest. I was so restless. And it was like, just run around trying to, you know, chase after something. And now I realize, like, no, I can rest. I can relax. I can chill. It's okay. You know, one day I will rest and the next day I will work. And that's fine. I don't have to, like, force myself to do all this stuff. It's not going to be healthy to be like forcing myself to just do this thing, that thing, whatever. It's not. So I'm telling y'all that just, if you're feeling super tired, That's natural. That's normal, considering all the trauma that we've went through. We're burnt out. We're exhausted. There's a lot of crap that's going to take our energy from us. And we've had our energy drained by a lot of manipulative people. A lot of toxic people have snuck their way in and have freaking just drained our battery. And now we're in this time period where we have our defenses up. We know how to not let that stuff happen to us. And we're able to recover. And there's times in life where, you know, there's things I've had to do. I've had to move. I've had to get a new job, whatever. Like, sometimes you're not just going to be able to just always rest. Sometimes you're going to just have to push through this stuff. But once you get to a point where stuff is stable, take the time, chill, relax, and let your healing come. Because, you know, you're not just tired, you're healing. You are. So I'm going to keep this video short. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. God bless. And I will see you all next time.